Nick Offerman is known for making us laugh with his deadpan delivery and writing best-selling novels, of which he has 4. You've seen him in Parks and Rec, Will and Grace, alongside Amy Poehler in Making It, all shows on NBC. Now he's taking on a different role with a different look. Joining us right now live, Nick Offerman and Sonoya Mizuno, the stars of Devs from FX Network, streaming exclusively on Hulu. Thank you for talking to us this morning. Good to see you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, so it looks like we have just Nick, and that is just fine because he is a man of many seasons, many talents, many explorations. Nick, you say the show explores the question of what humans do with vast power. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. I play a guy named Forrest, who is a tech genius. I've created this campus in Silicon Valley called Amaya, where our quantum computing has gotten so powerful that it might get us in a little bit of trouble by the end of the show.
Your serious deadpan demeanor works to great comic effect, but I understand that in this role, I believe the word that the reviewer I saw used was dangerous. Is that true?
Ooh. I'll take it. I did derive great pleasure from working on a show in which I don't really have any jokes. I don't think I make people laugh. There's maybe a few times, but it's a very serious, dangerous thriller. So it was really fun to play these scenes with utter sincerity and not trying to fall down on my face and make the audience laugh for once.
You know, one of my favorite movies of the last decade, easily, I think I've seen it 3 or 4 times now in just the last few years, The Founder, with Michael Keaton playing Ray Kroc. You were in that movie, one of the original McDonald brothers. Take me behind the scenes on that set. Give me a little inside baseball, because I'm obsessed with that movie.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was a really great movie. I feel like it should have gotten a lot more attention, especially Michael Keaton's performance as Ray Kroc, and John Carroll Lynch as my brother, the other McDonald brother. You know, McDonald's was originally created by these 2 brothers, Mac and Dick, out in San Diego, and Ray Kroc, you know, sort of in a very American way, kind of underhandedly, you know, bought the business from these guys and cut them out of the catastrophic profits.
Yeah.
The catastrophic.
Stratospheric profits.
Stratospheric.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
People are used to you in comedies. This obviously is not that. We want to take a look at a clip of you in Devs as Forrest. Hold on.
The moment my daughter was taken from me, it was as if I was instantly placed into 2 concurrent states. In one, I had a full understanding that Amaya was gone. There was no doubt, no hope, no holding on to anything, no going back, just the certainty of her death. In the other, I had no comprehension of her death. It was an impossible thing.
All right, we are an NBC affiliate, and obviously people love you on Parks and Rec, and they love your wife, Megan Mullally, on Will and Grace. What do you think is the secret to success for shows like that develop such a cult, not even cult following, popular following?
Gosh, I mean, NBC, you know, has been a wonderful home for supporting their comedies my whole life. I mean, Cheers springs to mind, and you know, and then the beginning of the shows like Friends and Seinfeld and Will and Grace and The Office and Parks and Rec, as well as my show with Amy, Making It, which is an entirely different animal, but still seems to be pleasing. I think it's just having the guts to allow your creatives to create their own vision. You know, I always use the example of Kramer on Seinfeld. casting somebody like Michael Richards is very gutsy from a corporate point of view. Somebody comes into your audition and is that strange. It's easy to imagine a banker or an executive type saying, that seems like a dangerous choice. Let's make a safer choice. But somebody had the wherewithal to say, no, let's go with that delightful, strange man. And of course, you know, the rest is history. And so when you have the guts to do that and say, okay, let's let Megan Mullally do her thing on Will and Grace and do a weird voice and show us her exquisite clowning skills, they bring home a lot of trophies.
Sure do. Nick, I am told that's our time.
I, for one, am grateful.
And we are grateful to you for all of your comic chops and acting chops and all the different shows and permutations. You have a great day. I'm going to hoist a Traverse City bourbon to you later.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Devs is streaming now on Hulu.